subscribers, and I was writing articles for them, and I wanted to do the sex and relationship category of articles. They have one, so I'm like, great, let me write articles about sex education for you. And I was just writing basic anatomical sex ed. I wasn't even really focusing on pleasure, and they said, oh no, we can't publish that article of yours. I was talking about the clitoris and the A spot and the G spot. Just teaching men about women's. Let me just call it plumbing. That's maybe not a nice word to use, but I'm just going to call it that. That's a guy word.
How's the plumbing work?
So, and they said, oh no, we can't be explicit.
Oh my goodness!
Wait! You want me to teach sex ed using innuendo and metaphor? No. Like the way you teach surgery is by doing surgery. The way you teach a fine skill is by practicing it clearly using succinct words.
Right.
You build a new vocabulary. They're like, no, you can't be explicit. I'm like, well, I can't use the word vagina. I can't use the word cervix. I don't know. So part of what we're doing is we're teaching by example here with openness, right?
Yes.
The words that we're using. We're not using innuendo. We're not keeping it in the closet. We're not talking about it. It's like, no, it's okay. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
My grandparents never talked about it.
No.
Never talked about that.
No.
Birth was only women ever attended birth. Men were never in there unless it was the doctor. And of course he put her on her back, worst position ever, with her feet up in stirrups for his convenience. Anyway, just like men weren't allowed in. Like, no, we don't talk about that. The men's, like my mother, like her mother never even told her about menstruation, right? Like many women whose mother never told them about it. And then one day she's at school wearing all white.
Yes. Oh God.
And then it happens, and she doesn't know. She doesn't know that women bleed every month because it's not talked about. Like, so then how embarrassing, how horrid, So anyway, thank you for having a TV channel. Stuff out there because people are hungry for it and they're not finding it in porn.
That's right.
Right. And thank you for being a man who actually loves to talk about this and who shares it with other men.
I think one of the things that's really unique about Chris is that he loves women, and it's obvious. Like I'm one of those. I'm your brother in that sense where I absolutely adore women. I love to learn more about women. It's so important for us to really, as men, I think if we step away from being like the hunter, which is what we do in life, men hunt. We hunt for the career. We hunt for all these different things in our lives. And we also hunt women. And so I think if we step out of that archetype and step into the archetype called shaman, we can be the shaman for women, and we can also serve them. It's really, really important. And I think you're that kind of guy. Like, you're the kind of guy who is a shaman for women. Like, you're a big fan.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never heard anyone call me that. That's it. New. Thank you for offering that. I'll sit with that.